Can you solve all these Class 3 Maths Chapter 2 Fun with Numbers questions? 9-6.
Smart pick. 54 is the correct choice. 7. 49 is a solid answer. Plus 18 equal to?
Correct. 217 is the right answer.
4. Sharp thinking. 1 is the right choice. 3. Good job. Your answer 3 works well here. 56. Right again. 50 plus 30 plus 6 plus 2 is a valid answer. Plus 250 equal to?
Correct response. 450 is the most accurate answer.
6. Nice selection. 3 is the correct and valid answer. 8 equal to? Bravo. 420 is the answer. Plus 100 equal to? You're right. 86 is the correct answer. Dash. Smart move. 580 is an accurate answer. Dash. Right choice. 2d3 is the best answer. Plus 23 equal to? Well reasoned. 85 is the correct choice. X. Excellent. 500 plus 40 plus 7 is a brilliant choice. 30 dash. Great thinking. 40 is the right choice. What is 2 plus 2? Exactly, 4 makes sense and it is right choice. 444 equal to? Well done. 666 is the right choice. Chose thousands. On track. 900 is the correct answer. What is 10-2? Great job. 8 is the accurate answer. What is 15-8? Clear logic. Your choice 7 is sound and 100% true. What is 12-4? Good thinking. 8 is the right answer. 15,000, 3,000 equal to? Valid point. 32,000 is true. Plus 19 plus 16 equal to? You got it. Your choice 50 is right. Plus 45 plus 11 equal to? Strong choice. 80 is the right answer. What is 8 plus 12? Solid response. 20 is a valid choice. Plus 30 plus 5 equal to dash. Nice work. You chose 235 and it is correct. 2 plus 200 plus 300 equal to? Well picked. 502 is the correct answer. Number name, 509. Perfect. 509 is the correct choice. This 500 plus 50 plus 5. You chose 555, and it is correct! 1 dozen equal to dash. Excellent choice. 12 is the right answer. What is century? Smart pick. 100 is the correct choice. Multiply 4 by 3. Nice selection. 12 is the correct and valid answer. What is 23 plus 17? On track. 40 is the correct answer. What is 56 plus 4? Smart move. 100 is an accurate answer. Successor of 400. Solid response. 401 is a valid choice. 1 century means. Bravo. 100 is the answer. 10 and 40 more is? Great job. 50 is the accurate answer.
Expand number 693. Exactly. 600 plus 90 plus 3 makes sense, and it is right choice.
Number name of 496. Nicely done. 496 is a solid answer. Less than 66 is?
Great thinking. 55 is the right choice.
1 century equal to dash. You chose 100, and it is correct.
10 less than 34 is?
Correct. 24 is the right answer. Is written as dash. You're right. 3046 is the correct answer. Less than 89 is. Valid point. 66 is true.
11 more than 31 is?
Nice work. You chose 42, and it is correct. 112.
You got it. Your choice 112 is right.
430. Sharp thinking. 430 is the right choice. Subtract 4 from 20. Excellent choice. 16 is the right answer. Half century equal to dash.
Good job. Your answer 50 works well here.
What is 10 minus 4? Well done. 6 is the right choice. 9 added to 28 gives? Correct response. 37 is the most accurate answer. Is 234 odd?
Strong choice. Even is the right answer.
Predecessor of 900. Excellent. 899 is a brilliant choice.
Plus 47 plus yod plus 1 plus yod equal to?
Perfect. 48 is the correct choice. Expanded form of 210. Well picked. 200 plus 10 plus 0 is the correct answer. Triple century means? Right again. 300 is a valid answer. 10 ones equal to dash 10s. Well reasoned. 1 is the correct choice. What is 6 plus 3? Clear logic. Your choice 9 is sound and 100% true. Expanded form of 589 equal to?
Right choice. 500 plus 80 plus 9 is the best answer.
218 more than 62 is? Good thinking. 80 is the right answer.
What comes after 69?
You chose 1700, and it is correct. 2 century equal to dash runs. Smart move. 200 is an accurate answer. Number comes after 399. Valid point. 400 is true. 339 less than 99 is? You're right. 60 is the correct answer. 569. Well picked. 569 is the correct answer. Dash has no predecessor. Good thinking. 0 is the right answer. Pick the biggest number. You got it? Your choice 476 is right. 295. Smart pick. 295 is the correct choice. Reducing 98 by 34 gives.
Bravo. 64 is the answer.
Number comes before 280. Well done. 279 is the right choice. Expanded form of 164.
Strong choice. 100 plus 60 plus 4 is the right answer.
The predecessor of 1000. Exactly. 999 makes sense and it is right choice.
Successor of 570 is perfect. 571 is the correct choice. Which shape has 3 sides?
Great job. Triangle is the accurate answer.
283. Excellent choice. 283 is the right answer. 739. Clear logic. Your choice 739 is sound and 100% true. 15 less than 50 is equal to dash.
Great thinking. 35 is the right choice.
The sum of 9 and 44 gives.
Right again. 63 is a valid answer.
Number comes after 278 is. Good job. Your answer 279 works well here. Double century means dash. Sharp thinking. 200 is the right choice. The number name for 199 is. Nicely done. 199 is a solid answer. Who's the neighbors of? 12. Nice work. You chose 1113 and it is correct. Which shape has no corner? Well reasoned. Circle is the correct choice. A leap year has dash days. Right choice. 29 is the best answer.
What comes after 750 dash?
Correct response. 751 is the most accurate answer. Choose the smallest number. Nice selection. 528 is the correct and valid answer.
48 months means dash years.
Excellent. 4 is a brilliant choice. Predecessor of 6032. Correct. 631 is the right answer. 4 more than 96 is equal to. On track. 100 is the correct answer. Choose the greatest number. Solid response. 698 is a valid choice. The smallest even number is. Sharp thinking. 2 is the right choice. 1 5 10s and 4 1s equal to dash. Excellent. 54 is a brilliant choice. The place value of 2 and 129. Right choice? 10s is the best answer. I am century plus half century. Nice selection. 150 is the correct and valid answer. Number name for 758 is dash. Right again. 758 is a valid answer. What number is 70 On track. 7,000 is the correct answer. What comes before dash 533? Valid point 12 is true. Write the number name of 6075. You're right. 675 is the correct answer. Subtract. What is 10 minus 4? Nice work. You chose 6 and it is correct. What is the value of 6 tens? Smart pick. 60 is the correct choice. Write the expanded from 390. Great job. 300 plus 90 plus 9 is the accurate answer. What is addition of 300 plus 70 plus 4? Well reasoned. 374 is the correct choice. Smallest 3-digit number. You chose 100. And it is correct. 4 of 12 added to 43 gives dash. Well picked. 55 is the correct answer. Which number is the greatest? Good thinking. 7422 is the right answer. Number for 9,000 plus 800 plus 1 is dash. Correct response. 9801 is the most accurate answer.
What is 1.5 century?
Bravo, 150 is the answer.
How many 4s are there in 16?
Strong choice. 4 is the right answer.
Which number comes before 246?
Excellent choice. 245 is the right answer.
In 587, how many hundreds are?
Good job. Your answer 5 works well here.
Count to 10. What is 3 plus 2?
You got it. Your choice 5 is right.
How many thousands make a lakh?
Perfect. 100 is the correct choice.
The greatest 4-digit number is?
Smart move. 9999 is an accurate answer.
What is the short form of 60 plus 3?
Correct. 63 is the right answer.
Which number is larger than 4?
Nicely done. 6 is a solid answer.
Face value of 4 in 543 is dash.
Clear logic. Your choice 4 is sound and 100% true.
4 kg and 20 expressed in kg is?
Solid response. 4.20 is a valid choice.
79 can be written as?
Well done. 9 plus 70 is the right choice.
Plus 800 plus 70 plus 5 is equal to dash.
Exactly. 9,875 makes sense and it is right choice.
Is 2 plus 5 an odd or even number?
Great thinking. Odd number is the right choice.
I am equal to 10 notes of as 5.
Great job, as 50 is the accurate answer.
Pick the correct number name for 69.
Correct response. 469 is the most accurate answer.
Which is greater 9999 or 100s?
Great thinking. 100 is the right choice.
Smallest 2-digit number is dash.
Excellent. 10 is a brilliant choice.
3 digits greatest number is?
Sharp thinking. 999 is the right choice.
Numeral form 350.
On track. 350 is the correct answer.
Number 16 larger than number 20.
Nice selection. Wrong is the correct and valid answer.
Compare which is bigger, 7 or 4.
Exactly. 7 makes sense and it is right choice.
What is the expanded form of 839?
Nicely done. 800 plus 30 plus 9 is a solid answer.
The place value of 8 in 48394 is?
Solid response. 8,000 is a valid choice.
If we add 35 plus 29, what will we get?
Well picked. 64 is the correct answer.
Write the number 34 in word form.
Good job. Your answer 34 works well here.
What comes before 20 if we skip 2?
You're right. 18 is the correct answer.
Write the number 600 plus 40 plus 2 dash.
Strong choice. 642 is the right answer.
Addition of 25 and 65 is equal to?
Perfect. 90 is the correct choice.
Fill up the blanks. 400 plus 60 plus 4 equal to dash.
Well reasoned. 464 is the correct choice.
Compare. Which is smaller, 6 or 10?
You got it. Your choice 6 is right.
195 means dash.
Bravo. 1E5 is the answer.
What is the number just before 99? You chose 98, and it is correct.
Rounded off to nearest hundreds is... Good thinking. 1900 is the right answer. What comes after 8? If we skip 2? Smart move. 10 is an accurate answer. Number comes in between 309 and 311.
Excellent choice. 310 is the right answer. The place value of 3 and 435 dash.
Smart pick. 30 is the correct choice. What comes in between 251-253? Valid point. 252 is true.
Count to 10. How many are in a pair? Nice work. You chose 5 and it is correct.
Write the biggest one-digit number.
Clear logic. Your choice 9 is sound and 100% true.
Number 8 smaller than the number 11. Correct. Right is the right answer.
Write the smallest 2-digit number. Right again. 10 is a valid answer.
Write the place value of 3 in 345.
Well done. 300 is the right choice.
What number is in between 12 and 14?
Right choice. 13 is the best answer.
Smallest number from 56, 40, 65 from 145. Great thinking. 43 is the right choice. How many sides does a triangle have? Excellent choice. 3 is the right answer. What is the value of 9 divided by 3? Nice work. You chose 3 and it is correct. Write the largest 3-digit number. Exactly. 99 makes sense and it is right choice. Which number is smaller, 8,000 or 7,500? Well reasoned. 7,500 is the correct choice. What is the standard form of 300 plus 50 plus 7? You got it. Your choice 357 is right. Which of these numbers have 3 digits? You're right. 333 is the correct answer. Which number came after the number 5? Correct response. 6 is the most accurate answer. 907 can be written as... Valid point 907 is true. Choose the correct symbol point 645-64. Well picked is the correct answer. Continue the pattern. 34, 39, 44 dash. Smart pick. 49, 54, 59 is the correct choice. What do we call 100 in base 10 blocks? Well done. Flats is the right choice. Which number is in the tens place? 345. Sharp thinking. 4 is the right choice. Count to 10. What number comes before 6? Solid response. 5 is a valid choice. In 367, the digit at tens place is dash. On track? 6 is the correct answer. How many corners does a rectangle have? Right again. 4 is a valid answer. What does the digit 6 stand for in 689? Bravo, 600 is the answer. Counting in 50s, 200, 250, 300, 350 dash. Good thinking. 400 is the right answer. The number system contains dash numbers. Strong choice. 10 is the right answer. Which is the smallest 3-digit number? Great job. 100 is the accurate answer. Which number big is 3,999,999,900? Smart move. 9999 is an accurate answer. Which of the following is an even number? You chose 8, and it is correct. What comes next? Dash, 50, 100, 150, dash. Good job. Your answer 200 works well here. Which number comes in between 118 and 121? Excellent. 120 is a brilliant choice. The expand form of the number 3003 is dash. Nice selection. 3000 plus ALU3 is the correct and valid answer. 4,247. Perfect. 4247 is the correct choice. I am equal to 46 notes of Ros 10. Guess me. Right choice. 460 is the best answer. The crocodile will open its mouth towards. Nicely done. Greatest number is a solid answer. I am equal to 20 rupee note of 5. Who am I? Correct. 100 is the right answer. Compare which is equal 3 and 3 or 2 and 4. Clear logic. Your choice 3 and 3 is sound and 100% true. The number which comes just after 5 tens is? Clear logic. Your choice 51 is sound and 100% true. Jump 10 steps backward 300 to 9280 dash. Right again. 270 is a valid answer. If you count by fives, what comes after 45? Nice selection. 50 is the correct and valid answer. Which of these numbers is between 67 and 76? On track. 70 is the correct answer. Write the number 14 in standard form. You're right. 14 is the correct answer. Pon 3, 3, 45, 43, 35, 330 dash. Great job. 325 is the accurate answer. I am exactly in between 77 and 97. Who am I? You chose 87. And it is correct. What is the largest number of 345, 678, or 23? Good job. Your answer 678 works well here. Add 2 to 99. Is this an odd or even number? Smart pick. Odd number is the correct choice. Which number come after this 3, 6, 9, 12 dash? You got it. Your choice 15 is right. Count to 10. How many fingers are on one hand? Correct response. 5 is the most accurate answer. Which of the following is not a prime number? Smart move. A7 is an accurate answer. How many line of symmetry the letter H has? Excellent choice. 2 is the right answer. In 9283, what is the digit in the tens place? Valid point. 8 is true. Write the number 603 in figures. Sharp thinking. 603 is the right choice. Arrange in ascending order 601, 639, 701, and 2. Nice work. You chose 102, 601, 639, 700, and it is correct. Which is the smallest number? 99, 100, 1F, 104. Great thinking. 99 is the right choice. The largest 3-digit number using 5348 is? Right choice. 8343 is the best answer. What is the largest number? 2500, 1500, or 3500? Well picked. 3500s is the correct answer. Jump 10 steps forward. 5, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10 dash. Perfect. 810 is the correct choice.
Identify the shape circle, square, or triangle. Strong choice. Circle is the right answer.
Jump 2 steps forward, hun 2, hun 4, hun 6, dash.
Well done. 108, 110 is the right choice. Numeral for 3656. Nicely done. 36v6 is a solid answer.
Ponce 3, 4, 326, 328, 330, 332, dash.
Excellent. 334 is a brilliant choice.
Find the missing number 450, 500, 550, 600, dash.
Correct. 650 is the right answer.
8,500 is equal to dash.
Exactly. 8,500 makes sense and it is right choice.
What is the place value of 6 in the number 5632?
Good thinking. 600 is the right answer.
Write in figure 600 plus 4 tens plus 6 ones dash.
Well reasoned. 646 is the correct choice.
What is the smallest number, 1,000, 5,000 or 2,000?
1,000 is the answer. In total, how many 3-digit numbers are there? Solid response. 900 is a valid choice. Jump 2 steps backward dash 112, 110, 108 dash. You got it. Your choice 106 is right. On adding 1 to the largest 4-digit number we get. Solid response. 100 is a valid choice. Write the number 70, 80 in standard form. Write it ND8 is a valid answer. Guess the correct expanded form of the number 766. Excellent. 6 plus 60 plus 700 is a brilliant choice. Write in figures 555 dash. Correct. 555 is the right answer. Complete the number series. 99 to 149, 114 dash. Correct response. 119 is the most accurate answer.
Write in standard form 60,500.
Well picked. 6,500 is the correct answer.
Which of the following number is a 3-digit number?
You chose 453, and it is correct.
Complete the number pattern 9417 404 401 dash.
Well done. 398 is the right choice. What will come in the sequence? 1496 108 dash. Smart pick. 110 is the correct choice.
We get the largest 4-digit number by adding 1 to dash.
Good thinking. 9998 is the right answer.
If we see a car coming towards us, which view is this?
Clear logic. Your choice front is sound and 100% true. Complete the number sequence. Port 45 410 4015 dash dash. 420 425 is true. What is the next number in the sequence? T246 dash. Great thinking. 8 is the right choice. If you hit a 4 after me, you score a century. Who I am? On track 96 is the correct answer.
Indicate the place value of 4 in the given number 342.
Smart move. 40 is an accurate answer. 5,000s, 600s, 3 10s, 7 1s is equal to dash. 5637 is the answer.
Guess the correct number from this expanded form of 3 plus 70 plus 600.
Good job, your answer 673 works well here. If I skip counted by 5s, which number would I not say? Great job. 23 is the accurate answer. Choose any three numbers that add up to 19 from the following. Perfect. 5 plus 7 plus 7 is the correct choice. Find out the largest number from the numbers given below. You're right, 988 is the correct answer. What is the next number in this pattern? 10, 20, 30, dash?
Sharp thinking. 40 is the right choice.
Which number will not come when you count numbers in 50s? Nice work. You chose 75 and it is correct. Choose the correct number for 324. Strong choice. 34 is the right answer. If you make 96 runs, how many more runs need to complete 100? Right choice. 4 is the best answer. Complete the number sequence correctly. 46, 48, 50, dash, dash. Excellent choice. 54 is the right answer. Choose the correct numeral for the following. 905. Nicely done. 9U5 is a solid answer. CK scored 99 runs. How many runs did he need to make a century? Well reasoned. 1 is the correct choice. If you have 130 apples and you buy 220 more, how many do you have? Exactly. 350 makes sense and it is right choice. If we count by 2 in 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 1, 6, dash, what is the next number? Nice selection. 108 is the correct and valid answer. If you have 10 apples and give away 3, how many do you have left? Clear logic. Your choice 7 is sound and 100% true. Daniel jogs 300 mem and runs on and 5 mem. Find the total distance covered. Nice selection. 485 is the correct and valid answer. If a rectangle has a length of 5 and a width of 2, what is its area? Well picked. 10 is the correct answer. The difference between the largest and the smallest three-digit number is. Smart pick. 899 is the correct choice. If you have 6 candies and you eat 3, how many candies do you have left? You chose 3, and it is correct. If you have 99 stickers and you get 47 more, how many are there in all? Excellent choice. 146 is the right answer. What will be next number in the given sequence? 200, 250, 300, 350, dash? You got it? Your choice 400 is right. If you have 140 balloons and 58 pop, how many balloons do you have left? Valid point. 82 is true. If you have 3 groups of 5 candies, how many candies do you have in total? Bravo! 15 is the answer. Tom has 51 toy cars. He gets 67 more. How many toy cars does he have now? Smart move. 118 is an accurate answer. If you have 3 apples and you get 2 more, how many apples do you have now? Good thinking. 5 is the right answer. You have 7 balloons. If 4 balloons pop, how many balloons do you have now? Well done. 3 is the right choice. If Dhoni scored 97 runs, how many more runs needed to complete his century? You're right. 3 is the correct answer. Jake has 8 balloons. 3 balloons pop. How many balloons does Jake have left? Right choice. 5 is the best answer. Ram has 15 pencils. Sima has 10 pencils. Total, how many pencils do they have? Nicely done. 25 is a solid answer. Maya has 12 crayons. She loses 5 crayons. How many crayons does Maya have left? Good job. Your answer 7 works well here. Lily has 3 apples. She buys 2 more apples. How many apples does she have now? Strong choice. 5 is the right answer. Sarah has 10 candies. She eats 4 candies. How many candies does she have now? Nice work. You chose 6 and it is correct. A cricketer scores 45 runs. How many runs she need to complete a half century? Well reasoned. 5 is the correct choice. If a pizza is cut into 8 equal slices and you eat 3, how many slices are left? Right again. 5 is a valid answer. The product of 2 numbers is 39. If one number is 3, what is the other number? Correct. 13 is the right answer. A shopkeeper bought 240 eggs and sold 148 eggs. How many eggs were left unsold? Perfect. 92 is the correct choice. Lily has 3 piles of 4 of a pizza. She eats 1 pile of 4 of it. How much pizza does she have left? On track. 1p2 is the correct answer. When a number does not have pair while grouping, what do we call that number as? Great thinking. Odd is the right choice. A box has 7 cookies. If 5 cookies are eaten, how many cookies remain in the box? Solid response. 2 is a valid choice. If you buy 1 toy and then get 2 more toys, how many toys do you have altogether? Correct response. 3 is the most accurate answer. You see 4 cars in the parking lot. If 1 car leaves, how many cars are still there? Sharp thinking. 3 is the right choice. I have 181 Skittles. I shared 117 with the class. How many Skittles do I have now? Excellent. 64 is a brilliant choice. There are 8 birds sitting on a fence. If 2 birds fly away, how many birds are left? Exactly. 6 makes sense and it is right choice. A library has 36 books. If each shelf can hold 9 books, how many shelves are needed? Great job. 4 is the accurate answer. There are 5 boxes, and each box contains 9 toys. How many toys are there altogether? Sharp thinking. 45 is the right choice. There are 2 dogs in the park. If 3 more dogs come, how many dogs are there in total? Correct. 5 is the right answer. There are 4 birds on a tree. 3 more birds join them. How many birds are there in total? Well reasoned. 7 is the correct choice. A toy store has 5 shelves, and each shelf has 4 toys. How many toys are there in total? Smart pick. 20 is the correct choice. There are 5 by 6 of a gallon of juice. If 1 by 2 gallon is poured out, how much juice is left? Valid point. 1 by 3 gallon is true. There are 8 cookies on the plate. If you take away 5 cookies, how many cookies are left? Excellent choice. 3 is the right answer. If you have 9 stickers and you give 2 to your friend, how many stickers do you have now? Strong choice. 7 is the right answer. In a school, there are 458 boys and 524 girls. Find the number of students in this school. Solid response. 982 is a valid choice. If a player scored 204 runs, guess how many more runs he will need to complete a century. Nice selection. 6 is the correct and valid answer. If a ribbon is 4.5 of a yard long and you cut off 1/5 of a yard, how much ribbon is left? Nice work. You chose 3.5 of a yard and it is correct.
Mark has a book that contains 649 pages. He has read 495 pages. How many pages are unread? 154 is a solid answer. A school has 14 classrooms. Each classroom has 5 desks. How many desks are there in total?
Clear logic. Your choice 70 is sound and 100% true. A classroom has 6 tables and each table has 2 chairs. How many chairs are there in total? Well done. 12 is the right choice. There are 321 ants at the park. 83 go looking for food. How many ants are left at the park? Good thinking. 238 is the right answer. Choose the correct standard short form for 6 hundreds plus 8 tens plus 9 ones from the following. Right choice. 6A9 is the best answer. A pet store has 22 fish tanks. If each tank holds 3 fish, how many fish are there in total? 66 is the answer. Tom has 18 marbles and he shares them with 3 friends. How many marbles does each friend get? Good job. Your answer 6 works well here. If there are 3 rows of chairs and each row has 8 chairs, how many chairs are there in total? Perfect. 24 is the correct choice. If there are 4 bags of apples and each bag has 3 apples, how many apples are there in total? You're right. 12 is the correct answer. Tom has 5 toy cars. He gives 2 toy cars to his friend. How many toy cars does Tom have left? Great thinking. 3 is the right choice. At a game show, 2-on-1 men and 389 women participated. What is the total number of participants? On track 90 is the correct answer. If you have Rs 200, you go in the market and buy an object for Rs pon 150. How much money is left? Exactly. 50 makes sense and it is right choice. Emma has 9 stickers. She gives 3 stickers to her friend. How many stickers does Emma have now? Smart move. 6 is an accurate answer. A farmer has 6 fields and each field has 7 cows. How many cows does the farmer have in total? You chose 42 and it is correct. There are 5 ducks in a pond. 4 more ducks come to the pond. How many ducks are in the pond now? Excellent. 9 is a brilliant choice. Who am I? My ones digit is 4. My tens digit is 3 more than my ones digit. I am the number dash. Correct response. 74 is the most accurate answer. There are 7 days in a week. If you read 1 book each day, how many books will you read in a week? Great job. 7 books is the accurate answer. A baker made 6 trays of cookies. If each tray has 5 cookies, how many cookies did the baker make? Well picked. 30 is the correct answer. A movie theater has 25 rows of seats. If each row has 6 seats, how many seats are there in total? You got it. Your choice 150 is right. A pack of markers contains 10 markers. If a teacher buys 7 packs, how many markers does she have? Right again. 70 markers is a valid answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. You chose contact Narayan Changda on Facebook, and it is correct.